Good morning. Here's our next hand, early position, 9-6 clubs. This is probably the very next hand. So the hand after the one that we did yesterday. So we get a limp, we get a raise, and we get a call, and then we get the limper calls again. This, I believe, is the exact same limper from yesterday. So I did my best to kind of remember what his pre-flop range was. I think we said something like this, with assuming he would have raised first in with this range of hands. And I'm going to leave this as this calling range too. Yesterday he had pocket threes, but we still have like an ace-10 offsuit and a 10-8, I believe, 10-8 suited in his limp and called range. Yep, so those are still there. All right, next guy, I've got a lot of hands on him. He plays 10-7. This guy's a tight player. Tight and aggressive player, probably a little too tight. We can look at, we noticed that he did not 3-bet with queens, did not 3-bet from cutoff. He does have potential to be tricky. So, there's a possibility that, like, maybe with queens, kings, and aces, he just doesn't raise here. It's like here, queens, kings, and aces. I've got them all in there. I mean, we could probably set them at 75 or so. It probably doesn't have a major effect here, but he still has it. All right, so this guy's tight, just without a doubt. Next, guys, I have 8 hands on him. 3-bet range, 10s, ace, king. Just don't have a huge sample size on him. I'm giving him a range like this, 8%. This could be like possibly like way too narrow of a calling range. Only 8%. I did give him ace queen. Assume like jacks plus ace king with ace queen suited would be a 3-bet. That doesn't, I mean, he still has 10s in there as a 3-bet. I don't know when he did that. Maybe that's a 3-bet from, like the button, 3-bet from like small blind. I don't know, but we're going to go 8% here and just roll with it. So flop comes ace 8-7 with 2 diamonds. Not surprised he checks. Villain 7 bets. He bets half pot, which I do think that kind of fits some of his plays. So we do raise first in with ace jack off. Bets half pot with overcards. Okay, yeah. So c-bet rather high. On this board, this is figures to hit him a lot. I think I would probably assume he's going to be betting a lot. Even with his pocket pair less than the top cards, I think he bets and then checks them. Since he is a tight player, we've already seen him bet like with ace jack with just overcards. I think these are cards that would definitely be part of his range. I mean, we think about it, this guy's got a massive range. He should be folding a lot. Villain 8 has a lot of underpairs here. A lot of underpairs. Only a few small number of aces. He could easily just go ahead and bet. A half pot bet seems a little large. I think this is a spot where if I had the ace, I might go a little bit smaller. Because we hit. There's we would block a lot of those top pairs. However, the 7-8's out there. So I think you've got open enders, you've got gut shot draws out there, you've got the diamond draw. Okay, I think half pot can go. I can go with it. Might go a little bit larger too, maybe. Especially if you think players like to chase, kind of punish them for calling bet more. So I was gonna say, I think this could be almost 100%. What do we not have? King, queen, king, jack, jack 10. Yeah, I think we'll just say it's 100% range for him. This guy folds, so it doesn't really help us build anything. And then villain 6 just calls. Alright, so I think a lot of players will just raise with their sets. We're going to say 50% here for their sets. And 2-pair, we're going to say 50%. I think most people raise, will check raise those hands, especially on a flush board. But sometimes they wait until the turn to see it. This is a 10NL game, so we'll keep some of them in our range for the turn. Top pair is calling. That middle pair is calling. Bottom pair is calling. We'll just say all pairs are calling for him. We're going to give him all the gut shots as well and say that is his check calling range. Alright, we're set to the turn. 6 of hearts comes out. Definitely not what we wanted to see. He leads out now. I don't think we have enough hands to even see him his lead, like how frequently he does that. What is he going to lead with? So the pot's 24. He bet maybe about half pot. He's got a big stack. Villain's short here. So with a big stack, this could be... he's got a hand here. I don't think he's bluffing. So I think at least a top pair hand. I think he's bluffing there. I think he's got a value hand here. Because I don't think he wants to see it go check check on this draw. So I'm going to say top pair plus is what he has. Villain calls here. So I don't think sets. I kind of think top pairs are going to probably call. I don't think any of these weaker hands are going to call. And we'll give him a flush draw and an open ender. And I think that's it. I think he would give up the gut shot. And then the 2 of diamonds hits, which, on a hands like this, straight gets there, flush gets there. Always happens. Or at least it seems like it. Alright, villain checks. At this point, I eliminate the flush. I don't think he's got the flush. Maybe he has a straight in the set. Maybe he has these weaker hands. He's just scared of that flush draw that just got there. And then villain here checks. Same thing. I don't think the flush draw is out there, or at least the nut flush is not out there. I think all of the flush, I think he would bet. So we're looking at, I think a top pair hands is probably what we're looking at. Maybe he has that. I mean, he's not. He's seeing a showdown. So showdown happens. We got ace king here on this player. Definitely in his range. And this guy has ace 10 offsuit. So ace 10 offsuit, we have that. We've got that top pair. So we kind of read it correct that he's leading here, and he has a hand he doesn't want it to go check check because he's afraid of the draws that are out there. I think a better play for him. We're gonna go back to the turn. In this case, he only has 27. If he's gonna make a bet like this, I think it'd be better just to shove him all in. So do the overbet pot. You're basically already committed. I mean, are you really gonna bet half pot? Let him call. And then on the river, check and fold to a 16 bet. When the diamond gets there, I mean, you're representing at least the top pair here. Or at least I think you're representing at least the top pair here. Just go ahead and shove. But I'm not even sure I even like this bet at all. Because villain's so tight. I mean, his range is so tight. When he bets, I think we get really good. There it is. We get really good information. So we're going to assume he c-bets like basically his entire range. We're going to get really good information on the turn. If we check and he checks behind, at that point, I'm kind of thinking he's got that under pair or probably not an ace-x hand. So that tells me then that my ace 10 is good. right here we bet. We don't know if our hand's good. We don't know if he's frozen up with ace king. We don't know if he has, you know, a straight or trips. I kind of assumed two trips is going to raise, but you know, there's a straight on the board, and you just had someone lead into us. So it'd be interesting to see like what GTO says about handling this lead. You know, is it with this tight range? Are we looking at raising at any point, or are we really only raising solid hands? Would we ever raise like ace king? Would we raise trips, or would our raise just really be that straight, and maybe not even a straight? In any case, work through the same. We've got their ranges. I'm going to take some notes. Go ahead, take some notes, and then get this posted. So if you like this, you can look tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one up, but look tomorrow. I plan to have more up.